Hello. I'm a little bit early, but that's because I wanted to get started as soon as possible. So I'm giving 5 minutes early, and then we'll get started in 10 minutes. I'm eating cookie butter ice cream. For those of you guys who are watching this on replay, gang, go on ahead and check the description box below for when we actually get started. There'll be a timestamp. Hello. Come on in the room. I pushed go live a little early to give people more time. Domestic gordita. Barbara. Hi. Deidria. Giselle. Trader Joe's cookie butter ice cream. It's so good. Two-thirds of a cup is 310 calories. That's not too bad. Thank you, Moy. Hi. Let me make sure I got everything queued up. Got my photos. I do. I got my photos. I got my photos. Oh, I'm almost done. I'm going to eat it. I'm be done. I never know how many people are actually into Seeking Sister Wife. But I think it's so good. It doesn't do that well on the channel. Girl, I never watched La Lu before. Now I'm hooked. Yeah, we gotta tell the people at AMC. I'm trying to get some screeners from Netflix, and they are ignoring my emails. I'm like, if you guys don't give me Love is Blind, they're ignoring me. So it's gonna get busy because 90 Day Fiance UK is done this week. Love After Lockup should be done in 2 weeks. And then HEA for the rest of my life. And Seeking Sister Wife is going to be done the same time. I think it's going to be only 10 episodes. It's going to be done the same time as HEA. It's just like wild. It's an interesting study of human nature. Specific humans who go after people who have been in prison. And like in general, I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing because you guys know I had my Love After Lockup bae, but like when you like, I don't know, get with somebody who's like in addiction or used to be addicted, and the only reason that they're not using is because they were in prison. You need to catch me when you're at your like 7-year sober mark. You need to get your life together. Or when you like can't, I don't know. There's just so much that can go wrong. Now we do have really shining good examples of people who come out and do well. We have Brittany Marcelino. Well, Brittany and Marcelino. There are good examples of that, but I think of it from like the woman's point of view. Like when you have a man who's like institutionalized, and that's who my love after Lockup Bay was institutionalized. I think he'd been in and out of prison most of his life, and then yeah, I was like, so you're comfortable in there. Like you're comfortable. I want somebody who's not comfortable. See, there. I mean, are you guys still happy and everything's rolling along normally? I don't know. It's just if to me, it's different if you went to prison like later on in life than if you went to prison as a kid. Like I don't know. From my experience of it, he was institutionalized, regardless of he would admit to it or not. He was like when I would talk to him about like the future, even when I was talking to him about acting, and I was like, oh yeah, be actor. He would be like, well, I can't be with no girl who kisses another guy. Like you wouldn't be able to kiss another guy. And I'm just like, so your aversion to me kissing someone on camera is so strong that you would stop me from making money? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't understand your frame of reference at all. And I think it's because it's the value that I put on comfort and making money. Or like we would talk about like he's like, yeah, no, even if I got a legit job, I feel like I would always want to like figure out how to make money in the streets. I was like, but you're not good at it. Like you get caught. So like it's not like you're like a hitman in the, I don't know, I keep saying the mob because I feel like there are people who are successful gangsters. They do roam this earth. Like I think there are people who are successful at it. Oh no, ma'am. I'm sorry. But like I'm just like he was not good at it. I'm just like, you're not good at it. If you were a successful criminal, then we can have a conversation. If your girl is walking around in fur coats, I'd hide something for you. But like, you're not successful, sir. And I had an next door neighbor who spent like some time in prison. And the last time he came out, he's like, oh, that was the last time. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I won't see you. And he never went back. So it does happen. And I know people who it does happen to, but I think more often than not, depending on your reason, depending on how you got there. First of all, do you still write to inmates? First of all, I didn't say I wrote to inmates. I said I had a prison bay. Rude. I said I had a prison bay. And I met him on the outside. And it turns out that, and after a month of amazing courtship, I've never felt more protected and more loved in my life ever from ever dating a man. I have, like, when I tell you that your girl has never felt more protected, I can't even describe it. I can't even describe how protected I felt. After a month, he disappeared, and I thought he was ghosting me because that's what always happens to me is I get ghosted. And it turns out that he finally got caught up because he had not skipped bail. He had like stopped checking in with his parole. So he was basically on the run. And then it caught up with him and he went back to prison. And I wrote to him for about maybe like a couple months, like maybe 6 months, a long time. My hand was hurting. I remember writing him being like, oh, this hurts. But then I was going to move back to California and I was like, I can't have prison letters coming to my parents' house. So all the best. And he wouldn't tell me how long he was going to be in prison. And it was like, I feel like it was like 5 years. And I was like, oh, bro, I'm not writing you for 5 years. I'm not coming to visit you. No. So like, yeah. Anyways, here we go. Hey guys, it's Wahima. but just call me Wah. Melanated! Welcome to my recap of Seeking Sister Wife. This is season 6, episode 1. You're no longer in Brazil, Dorothy. Or if I try to say it like Danielle says it, let me put a lot of spit in the front of my mouth. You're no longer in Merrifields, Dorothy. Oh my God, my name is Wah. And I do recaps of relationship reality television shows such as Love After Lockup, Seeking Sister Wife, 90 Day Fiance, Love is Blind. So if you are at all interested in that content and you want to, subscribe to my channel, please do, because it's going to be a good time. If while you're watching this, you get the hee ha-has and you want to give your girl a tip, you can do so down below. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can hit the little 3 things on the side, little 3 dots, and you could do a thanks. That gives me a little bit of money. And then or just like watch the commercials, you know what I mean? Especially if you're watching this replay, gang, watch the commercials. Also check the description box below so that you can see when the recap actually starts. You guys, I am very excited for Seeking Sister Wife. I think it is such a good, numbing trash TV show, and the Merrifields are back. And at this point, we have to go on ahead and give it to the Merrifields for giving it to us every single time. I mean, they're weird. And I really need to know more about the Christian doctrine that they live under, because Danielle will have her titties out in 5 seconds and then turn around and start talking some crazy ass nonsense about how the sperm makes a woman not be able to bond with men because she's had too many different types of sperm. Like, we'll get to it. But her and Garrett, their like doctrine of how they like quote the Bible and have like the spirit of Jesus Christ in them or whatever, it gives LDS, but they're not. And it's like they really are trying to have they've been trying for the better part of 6 years to get a sister wife, and they've not been able to do so. And you think that they would go, oh, maybe it's not for us. And they're like, no, this is what Jesus Christ wants us to do. This is what JC wants for us. They don't dress like pilgrims. He has a thriving business and building homes in Colorado. Like I need to know more about whatever. Are they quiverful? What are they? I want to put them in a box. I want to put them in a box. Just kidding. Okay. Anyways. All right. So let's just start with them since we're talking about them. Okay. The Merrifields. You know them, Garrick and Danielle. Danielle will cry in a second. They have been married for 12 years before he finally looked at her and was like, Jesus Christ wants me to have another wife. And I don't know if it's because she doesn't want kids anymore or she can no longer have kids, because they do have teenage boys. And he just looked and he was like, yeah. So she struggled with it for a long time. She was in her prayer closet praying for it for a long time. And finally she decided to do it. And they had a woman named Roberta, who they called Bert. And she was from Brazil. And they were courting Bert for like 3 years. And Bert was almost to the US. Almost. She says that she couldn't leave the Brazil because her mother was sick. And then she also found out that Danielle had trepidation about her joining the family. So they sent her money. They did the K1 visa for her. And they said that as soon as gave her the money so that her mother would be shored up and be okay, she called and told them that she couldn't do it. And I, for some reason, refused to believe that Bert just used them for all those years and just took their money and ran. Something happened. I don't believe that she just is a thief and just for 3 years pretended like she wanted to be in a relationship with them and then just took their money. Someone needs to follow up with Bert and ask her, did you give them their money back after they gave it to you? Like, because they never said she gave it back, but they never said she kept it. They just said after it cleared, she told them she wasn't coming and she couldn't do it. The honorable thing would be to give them their money back, but she didn't. And then they found somebody else. And this is the season that I missed. However, the season that I missed is where they had this new girl, and I don't remember her name because I never saw her. And that girl didn't want Garrett to start looking for other women. And my thing is with Garrett is like, girl, how are you gonna do a K1 visa for this girl? almost get her to the US and then be already on the apps looking for somebody else. Like, Garrick needs to relax. Can you just let this one settle in before you start looking at other people? Like, what is this thing that you want to run gung ho into? And I also don't think that Gary has the temperament to really just manage more than 3 women. I want to know, is it a high sex drive? Is it a high sex drive? And because they really love Brazilian women, and they don't think no way of it. No way. There's nothing that keeps them. I don't know what keeps them in Brazil. Is it the language? Is it the weather? Is it the culture? Is that what happened? Because I'm like, who is Layla? She said, baby Layla. I said, who's that? I said, whose GD white baby is that? when I saw that baby in this episode, I was so confused. I said, whose baby is that? Well, good for her. Good for her. Hey. Oh my gosh. Yes. Hello, Wendy. I mean, this woman was boo the hooing when they found out that Bert, I mean, she cried before Bert, she cried during Bert, she cried after Bert. Danielle was crying the whole time. And I was like, Garrick, if you don't let Danielle go and live her life, but Danielle is so in love with Garrick. I think that's her first. They've been together since like forever. They've been together since like high school theater or whatever. So, anyways, they have a new sister wife. This new sister wife is Lorena. It's spelled like La Rana or something like that. The way she said it was different. And I'm just like, girl, these folks be over here trying to take these people from their country and can't even say their name right. She, I think she's 29. Did I write that down right? Is she 29, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong. I wrote 29. I don't know why. And she is here from Brazil on a K1 visa. Like, they met her in Jamaica. He proposed in Jamaica. They saw the way that she interacted with their little cute baby Layla. And he proposed in Jamaica, and the whole thing has been 7 months. 7 months. They spent 3 years on Bert. I don't know how many years on that other one, and 7 months with Lorena. I hope Lorena is 29 years old. If she's any younger than that, then I'm gonna be like, you guys are so silly. You guys are so silly. Laranya. That's how it's spelled. They said Lorena, and I'm like, Anyways, so they got her then the K1 visa. They're at the airport. So I'm like, thank God. We've already skipped all of the shenanigans. We've skipped the before the 90 days, and we are straight on to 90-day fiance. Okay. That they are a 90-day polygamy fiance. Remember, because Danielle divorced Garrick, so he's free to bring anybody to the country now. And I imagine that the next sister wife is going to marry Danielle because, same-sex marriage is legal, especially in Colorado. So they're probably going to bring the next one on Danielle's key visa, like the Davises. Can't wait for the Davises. They're coming back too. So anyways, they said third time's the charm, and God led him to her. Oh, Natalia is the other one. Like, Roberta was a miss. Natalia left them, and they spent tens of thousands of dollars on both of these people. And I'm like, y'all just got money to waste. Go on ahead and give it to me. Just go on ahead and give me. You don't even have to give me tens of thousands. You just have to give me 10. If you want to give me 20, I'll accept $30,000. What do you need me to do? What do you need me to do, Garrick? I can't have a kid, but I can clean. Every time I watch this show, I'm like, I think I could be a housewife. I mean, not housewife. I think I could be a sister wife. I don't want to be a sister wife number 1. I think I want to be like number 3. I mean, I'm getting older, right? So like, what's my value besides cleaning? Because I can't have babies. But like, I think I want to be like sister wife number 3. And I just want to be the good time gal. Okay. I just want to make sure that the house is orderly. I want to make sure that everybody feels comforted. I want my own room. I want my own house, really, is what I want. And I want a rotating schedule of who needs to watch the kids. I'll cook, even though I hate it, but I'll do that. I'm not cleaning up sticky. If you're going to have these children running around with syrup all over their face, I can't do that for you. I can't help you with that. You're going to have to clean up your own child. But like, I think that I could be a good sister wife. Like, I'd be a good homegirl. And I babysit sometimes. And of course, I'd have sex with him. And I don't want to live in the same house, though. Mm-mm. I think I would be really good as a third wife. Hmm. So, anywho, um, now we already know that Garrett likes black women because remember they for a second, like after Bert or like maybe during Bert or something, they had a weird black woman that they were trying to date. And Danielle was like, "Oh, she's too much. Her energy is too much. Like she's too forceful." And I'm like, "Oh, then I can't be with Garrett. I'm not weird, but I am gonna tell you what I want and what I don't want. And I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do what you want just because y'all want to do it. If we go into the mall and we say we're going to Victoria's Secret first, but I want to go to Lush first, I'm going to Lush. Like that's the thing about me is that people think that I want to go places with people, and I don't. I want to go every place by myself, and I'll meet you there. And if you don't show up, that's fine because I need to be independent and do. I want to do what I want to do. Don't ask me no questions. You tell me where you want to go, we can go there. But if you take too long, I'm gonna leave you in that store and I'm gonna go to another store. If I get bored, I'm out. If I get bored, I'm out. So that is one of my biggest problems. Anyways, so they met on a dating website. He says that, oh, Lorena has been through so much, and you know, it's like it's crazy that she's able to bond with me because after a woman has had 5 different men, the chances of her bonding or having a relationship drops like crazy. And the producer's like, "What?" And she just Danielle is looking at Garrick, and so I think that Danielle is like, I'm just shaking my head and nodding because I don't know what he's talking about. And then he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Because of the sperm." And he's like, "Yeah, the sperm. All that sperm in her." And I'm like, "Y'all okay." Not only are you weird right-wing crazy people, that's what that tells me right there. This is you are I for whatever reason I was like Republican MAGA like immediately because that is crazy. So you're telling me that a group of scientists have done the necessary and proper trials on women, not on men, on women to come up with some crazy ass hypothesis that after a woman has had 5 men release himself in her 5? Why 5? Why 5? 5 men release in her, her ability to bond dramatically drops. But a man can shoot off his sperm in as many women as possible, and his ability to bond doesn't fall off because men are from Mars and women are from Venus. What are you talking about? Because of the sperm? And I was like, and this is an assumption that the girls are getting the club shot up. There are those of us who roam this earth and use protection. And so there is nary a sperm hitting our womb. I am like, how many? Let me try. Let me just really try to think about it. Is my dad here? No, Facebook's not here. Have I had unprotected sex with 5 men? No. One I can think of off the top of my head. After that, I can't think of anybody. Only one. Guatemala Bay? No. 2. 2. I can't like every other time it's protection. Like what are you guys talking about? I still have a chance. I still have a chance to bond then, according to the Merrifields. Like, what are you're talking about? A hoe is what you're talking about, or not a hoe. I'm sure there's women who've had more than 5 boyfriends in their lives, and perhaps they were having unprotected sex with them. Oh my God. Oh my God, that is crazy. I mean, like, and I'm saying nothing's wrong being a hoe, but I'm just like, people be out here just letting people shoot the club up. That's how they be having 5 baby daddies. You know what I mean? Like, if you have 5 baby daddies, then you just be letting you just don't use protection. You just be out here letting it happen. And that's on you. That's your body. You do what you want to do. I, on the other hand, don't want any germies. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a, and I'm admitting it. I won't take it back because I was a, and I'm admitting it. I won't take it back because I did this shit. I want your money. I want more money. I want your money. This is for all my money getting. I no judgment on the hoe. No judgment on it. Get out there. And I'm admitting it. I'll rip of his benefits. Turn into Ellen DeGeneres. Come on. I will rap that whole song. Oh, I need to add that to my drag lineup. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that would hit. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a, and I'm admitting it. I won't take it back because I did this. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna add it to my set list. Anyways, let's move on from that. So homegirl gets to the US and they are very excited. She gives a lot of kisses over to good old Garrett, and I'm happy for her. Look at her. She's beautiful. Okay. And I know they're gonna have like, they went to Target, girl. So let me say, so they pick her up in Denver, Colorado, right? And on the way back, Danielle drives. She's like, "Where are y'all taking me? Where are the houses? Like, I don't know this country life. Okay, where are the houses? Where are you guys taking me?" And they're like, "Yeah, no houses." And she's like, "Oh my God, this is so crazy." And so they've got a long drive back from wherever they live, which is like Buena Vista. I'm not sure. Buena Vista to Denver, Colorado. And they stopped and got snacks. They went to Target, girl. Garrett's in the back with his sunglasses on, having a good old time. And I said, you know what? I can get down with this. And I hope that they do well together. I really do hope the best for them. I really, really do. Okay. Let's move on to our next couple. These are the Williamsons. Okay, this is Reese and Billie Jean. Is not my lover. I mean, I know that her whole life has been that. So unfortunately for her, she's named Billie Jean. And they live in Indiana. They've got 2 babies and some chickens. And homegirl Billie Jean had to do IVF, so she's got 2 babies. And part of the reason why she wants to do this is because she wants a bigger family, and she cannot. I mean, IVF is expensive, and she had to get the egg from a friend, and so that's a huge expensive process, right? And it's like very stressful, and like you don't know if the children, like, you just so much. I talked about it a couple of videos ago. So she wants to bring in another wife to help create this kind of homestead family life, situation. And they've got some acreage where they can do this. And so she's really brought this forward to her husband, Reese, whom she has known since middle school. And they did show choir together. And they touch on the subject that we all needed them to touch on, is the fact that this man presents as a flamboyant homosexual. And so their problem is not the fact that they're not both willing to do this. It's that he doesn't have any game. And that the reason why they're even together is because she was the one who was like, "I like it." And he says that he likes boobs, which is why he likes women. And I'm like, but you also like penis. You should try it and see if you like it, because I think that you will. He's like, if I were gay, I would just come out. I would just come out and be gay. And I'm like, you know what? Not everybody. It's scary. It's scary. It's scary. So if you're just used to women aggressively throwing themselves at you, it's going to be hard for you to find a sister wife who I think the only way that he would actually find somebody is if she was actually religious and thought that this is what she needed to do. Because I feel like a religious woman, especially if she were Mormon, she would be like, "Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll have celestial kingdom in heaven, and people are born gay, but you don't have to act on it. And there's a doctor." Like, just this man, this I he show choir girl. They call him flamboyant, and he's like flamboyant. And then he tries to hit on the way. Okay, let's start at the beginning. So their house has chickens inside of it, which it can't smell good in there, and it's not clean. That is my decision. I've decided it, and it's not for me. It's not for me. I couldn't be there. I first of all I need to be the third wife, and he needs to be fine. He he needs to be fine. I can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So they have been together for 7 years. They've been married for 4 years, and she really wants to just do this polygamy thing. And she's like, there's no rules. Like, you can just try and go out and meet the girl and bring her home. And I'm like, there actually are rules, boo. There's rules. There's rules. There's religious polygamy and there's non-religious polygamy. And both of them, there are rules. There are guidelines. Okay. Now we're gonna get to the Peraltas, and I don't agree with the way that they want to do it. I think here's what it is. As a person who is going to come in as the third wife, I do not want to have to meet the wife. I'll meet her once you and I have a bond, and then I'll see about getting a bond with them. But y'all not coming at me together. Y'all not coming out and having dates with me and then going home and talking about me. No. No. I need to meet him, charm him, get him to like me, then he shows me to you, then we go from there. But y'all not about to be y'all not he's not fine in my opinion. Girl, in everyone's opinion. That man's not fine. What are we talking about? Are we talking about Reese? Beastmaster! Hi! Oh, girl, let me tell you. It is Black women. He's like, I like all types of women. I like Halle Berry, Queen Latifah, Oprah, Michelle Obama, Salt and Pepper. I was like, all types of Black women is what you like. You like educated Black women. You like rappers. You like rappers / actresses and actresses. That's what you like. And you run the gambit. You run the gambit of it. Because I'm like, Queen Latifah is strongly in her stud bag. Okay. I'm sorry. Do you like the brat too? Queen Latifah is a staunch lesbian and has been. Okay. Michelle Obama is married to one of those influential Black men in the world. And she's a lawyer and is influential with her own right. She is. Oprah, that's that man's woman. This is crazy. Crazy gay. That's what I think. I don't care. I cannot. This man is gay. Oprah, I'm not saying anything wrong with Oprah. But how are you going to call Oprah? She is 56 years old. What? Queen Latifah, 52. He named everybody in their 50s. Salt and Pepper, they in their 50s too. What are you talking about? He named 7 Black women who are in their 50s, early 60s. Oh my God. So then they go to get margaritas, and he's like, oh, first margarita's on me. And I'm like, all the margaritas should be on you. What are you talking about? You're the man. And he's like, I could flirt with the waiter. I can make her blush. And they're both like, his homegirl Kayla and his wife are like, you can make her blush? And he's like, yeah, I can make her blush. I'm like, what? Where does this man, what time is he? He is what? They're like, adult women do not want like a flamboyant man. And then at the end, the friend is like, keep your jazz hands to yourself. They fully know this man is gay. He's like, I like boobies. I'm like, everyone likes boobies. Gay men like boobies. We're not asking if you like boobies. We're asking if you like pee-pee. That's what we're asking. I like boobies is crazy. I like boobies is crazy. Everyone likes boobies. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, sir? You guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because they are all experienced. They are in their 50s. What are you talking about? Michelle Obama is in her 60s. I see her. Gay men usually like older women. It was crazy. This was a crazy segment, and I loved every single second of it. Oh, I loved every single second of it. I loved every moment of it. Okay. So let's move on to the Peraltas. This is what I don't agree with, is that she wants to be, her name is Danny, not to be confused with Danielle. His name is Yesel, and his name is Danny. Okay. So they met at a wedding, and she was 22 years old. Let's just put that out there. I don't know how old she is now, but when they met, she was 22, and they got married, and he bit her shoulder, and that's how he told her he liked her. And I was like, oh, kink. Okay. And he travels a lot for work, and he's gone all the time, and she wants a companion and a support partner. And whenever that is said, I don't tend to trust the situation, because I'm like, you just want to live in nanny at that point. Like a companion and a support partner, then go out and get you a girlfriend. If that's what you want. Go out and get you a girlfriend then. And so they tried to get with somebody prior to, but she says that she felt left out of the situation because he knew her from high school. And by the time that, like, you know, I guess she got introduced to her, they had already, I feel like what happened is that she allowed him to go out and try to find somebody. Maybe they rekindled a relationship that they had in high school. They had sex, and it upset Danny, and she felt betrayed and out of the situation. She felt like she was unsupported in that, or she wasn't a part of the process. And so it caused, like, their relationship to almost break up. Also, she's best friends with his second baby mama, because he got 2 kids, and then they got 2 kids together. His older 2 kids are from previous relationships. She is best friends with his second baby mama. So there's baby mama number 1, baby mama number 2, and Danny's baby mama number 3, and maybe wife number 2 or 1 or whatever, right? And so I can tell that he liked them. He'd probably be out there. If he could swing it, he would. You know what I mean? And so I don't know whose idea it was to bring somebody else into it, but he's really excited about it. And she wants to be along for the ride in a way that I would not approve of. I wouldn't approve of it. Like, I'm not trying to prove anything to you. Like, you can be my sister, but you're not going to court me. He's courting me. I'm not sleeping with you. So you don't need to approve of me in that way. Now, if we start to get to date number 3, and things are cool and we both like each other, and then you're like, oh, I want you to meet, you know, your potential sister wife, then yeah, she and I can go and hang out. Then, you know, we can see if we vibe or whatever, but none of this, like, looking at it together. And so he then mentions to her that he's actually, like, been on the apps, you know, starting to look around, and that upsets her. Even that upsets her. So I'm like, y'all shouldn't do this, because breach of confidence or whatever was already broken. And so y'all shouldn't be doing this. I don't think it's going to work. I think she should go out and find herself a girlfriend or a bestie or something, and then introduce her to him if that's how she want to do it. Oh, they only married for 4 years. So she's 26 now. It's not gonna work. And his second baby mama is not for it. And second baby mama and her are besties. And second baby mama is in her ears. Okay? Second baby mama is sowing deceit. If second baby mama was on board, I think Danny would be more comfortable. And that man looked her in her face and suggested sister wife over nanny. She needed, that's what I'm saying. She needs somebody else. It was his idea, friend. He made oh yeah. Forgot the PowerPoint. Yes. Yeah, he wants it, and she doesn't, and he already fucked up somehow. I think he cheated. If it was emotionally, sexually, or physically, or somehow he did something and it caused her to feel very insecure in their marriage. And they're only 4 years in their marriage and 2 kids. There's been a lot going on in their life. I don't think they need to think about bringing anybody in right now. Personally, I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I feel it's bad for her because she's about to be crying like Danielle out here. Oh God, Danielle. Oh my God, Danielle, you cry, 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 baby. Y'all, it's like they're crazy. Y'all crazy. They're crazy. But we still have so many more. We still have 2 more couples that we haven't met, which is great. So who we haven't met are them. I think they're the Johnsons. They look like they're going to be fun. He obviously likes the same woman because these 2 could be sisters. These 2 are first cousins, if not twins. If they're not fraternal twins, they're sisters. They're cousins. They're first cousins. Okay, they're first cousins, and their mothers are twins. He got it tight. And then we also have the Davises, which I don't have a picture of them for some reason, but I do have a picture of them somewhere. We got the Davises, and the Davises, they don't got Danielle anymore. Remember Danielle? Because at first they had April, then they had Jessica, and then Jessica and April got married, and he's not married to anybody. And then they were going to bring in Michelle, or no, Danielle. I think her name was Danielle. But I guess I must have missed the season where Danielle's not there anymore because there's another girl. Or is it? I don't know. I need to look at the picture again to see where we're at with them. But I'm excited for the Davises because oh boy, don't even work. And that is the most interesting thing about their couple. The Snowdens. The Snowdens were bad business, girl. You know who I still follow? The Epps family. And they lost their third. They lost India. It was Taryn and Mike. No, Mike Epps is a Marcus. It's like Mike Epps? No, Marcus Epps. I actually still follow them on social media. So and I enjoy them. They're fun. I love their family. She left the last season. Yeah, I missed the last season, girl. I missed the last season. I missed it. April, Jennifer, and Nick, and bring in a new girl. Yeah. I mean, let me tell you, April and Jennifer are locked in. They are locked in. They're not going nowhere. He hit the jackpot with them too. They're not going nowheres. All right, you guys, that's the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's going to be such a good season. I love it. It's only an hour show. We're going to hit these shows back to back on Tuesdays and spend some time with each other. All right, you guys, have a fantastic evening. Remember to be you, be true, and find your place. Bye. Jump in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you.